Hi, it is me, Brandon. We are here for Talking with the Plants. We haven't done one of these for a little while. I know, I'm sorry, I've been busy. But I wanted to talk about a couple of things. First of all, plants, I know. I wanted to talk about Mr. Fiddleleaf. So, Fiddleleaf plant, upon news that we weren't going to be moving, got really excited and grew 3 new leaves. These 3 are brand new. I have to look at this. I'm gonna get behind it so you guys can see. It's now taller than me. Look, it's taller than me. I know. Okay, I don't know. This made me happy. I had to do a video to show off the fact that I've got these 3 brand new leaves because it didn't want to go through the whole process of moving, I guess. And so as soon as I told it, hey, we're not having to move, you're safe, you're living here as long as I can afford to keep you here, he was very happy with that. So was this one behind me as well. And the aloe vera, who has some trauma because it's been dropped a few times and didn't necessarily like the idea of having to move. So yeah, here we go. So the plants are doing quite well. The pothos plants here are doing okay. I've got the fiddleleaf is doing good, the aloe vera is doing good. They're all good. The money tree is doing okay. It knows, it senses that there's been an interruption in the money flow. I know. These things happen when you walk away from a job, okay? Especially when you walk away in a little bit more of an unexpected fashion. These things happen. But that's okay. I have technically signed a new contract with for my business, which, by the way, my business exists. It runs the channels that I have, which don't make me any money, but still there. My website, so if you want to donate to me, BrandonTheStarseed.com. You can find me on my website, again, BrandonTheStarseed.com. You can donate to me, or you can actually book readings, card readings with me, phone calls, and if you want in person, if you can come here, we can do it right here. I have a table right here, right with the plants all around us. It's real. It's a thing. I do it. I know. So yeah, I can focus more of my time on like that life now, which is good. I guess it's fun. And my new job that I'm doing, or my business, my main client for my business is actually my family. They run a business, as most of you might know, and I've been helping them, and now I'm full-time, 60 hours a week, honestly more like 70, really committed to growing their marketing side. So I'm now, I guess, technically taking on the marketing director role. So that's my new title, marketing director. So any of you know tips and tricks on how to market to people, share them. I might not agree with them and I might not implement them, but I will definitely hear you out. Just don't start the conversation with, I asked ChatGPT and it said blank. That doesn't do it for me. That's like the modern version, in my opinion, of I read on Facebook, which is just the 10-year ago version of like 100-year ago someone at church once said, right? Don't do that. Even if you did find it on ChatGPT, just don't tell me that's where you found it, please. It does not add credibility to your case. I don't think people realize that telling people that you found something off of ChatGPT doesn't add credibility to your case. Ever. Not a single person goes, oh, well, that makes it credible. And if they do, if they think that makes it credible, then why are you telling them? That you shouldn't, their opinion should be meaningless. Fun fact. What else are we talking about? So I'm about to reach my 30 days of not working for that company anymore. It's weird. I now have my own health insurance through my own company, which is fun, I guess. I had to make lots of phone calls and do that. That was interesting. It's good that I had a business already set up because it's easier to transition into being my own boss. I think at the end of the day, that's what I like the most about my new life is that while I do work with my family, and technically my little brother, well, my younger brother, he's not little, but my younger brother is technically like above me as far as like what he does with their family business. He isn't necessarily my boss, if that makes sense. I don't know why that matters so much to me, but it kind of does, and that I don't think I want to have a boss anymore. Not that I had a problem with my last boss, I really didn't. I just don't like having a boss at this point in my life. I kind of feel like I know what's the best use of my time. I can take input from people and I can get feedback from people, but I don't really need a person bossing me around or managing me that way. I just, I don't mind having somebody help me with things, or having, I don't know, assistance where needed, but I guess it's a different mindset. So yeah, so now that I run my own business, I have my own website, I do my own things, it's good. I don't have to sit with a headset on anymore, so I don't have to, with the conference calls and all that, so my hair is just so much happier to not be flat with the headsets. I don't have to go to a building that was depressing and spend 3 days a week there, so that's nice, that's a plus. Yeah, I mean, overall, I have to say, my mental health has been so much better after leaving that company. I didn't realize this, and I don't know, I can say part of it was the company, the culture within the company, the work ethic, the way that people have to work, the seriousness. Everything's a fire drill. Every single thing that happens every single day, it's like the most important thing. It has to be today and it has to be done now. That's not how life is, and that's not really a pragmatic and sustainable way of living. And that was driving me crazy. So like now, I don't have that. That's not an issue. And it's funny because now it actually is more relative. Like, in other words, like my family's business does, every day matters. Something like an upset customer could be the end. That one bad review could be the end of their business. So like everything is a fire drill and everything does matter. But I've learned from my past job that if you chase every little thing and you're constantly running around like a chicken with your head cut off, you get nothing done. You don't come across very confident in what you're doing, and it's just circles. You're just circles. You're just doing work to do work. I don't like that. I don't like doing work to do work. I want to be meaningful. I want to make an impact. So like right now, I'm hiring people. I've been interviewing people. I've been training people. I'm running a home show in a couple of days. For 3 straight days, I'll be running a home show here in Sacramento. So if you come here and you go to the Expo Center and you go to the home show, you'll find me. I'll be there. I'll be there. Guarantee you that. I love home shows. I've been running those since I was a kid. Not running them as a kid, but I went to them as a kid. I started running them when I was like, I guess I was 18, 19 years old when I ran one of them myself, all by myself. So I love home shows. I just love the energy of them. There's just something about it. They always remind me though of like, if you've ever seen the movie Best in Show, like that style of, I guess Christopher Guest, right? Like that style of humor. Every time I go to these home shows, I look around and I just feel like that. Like, wow, everything is, it's so cheesy and it's so silly and we all are trying so hard. But it's funny. It's like when you see through it, it's funny. But it's enjoyable. They usually have good food. Like last time I got beef jerky. I always get these bags of jerky that they have. They always have somebody there that's got some kind of food item, and I'm always going to get the food because I'm stuck there for like 3 days straight. I'm not going to go like eat their hamburgers. You got to wait in way too long of a line to get that food. Instead, I find jerky, popcorn, things like that. Food from a vendor from one of the booths, and I will live off of that for the days that I'm there. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, my life is different now. I'm not stuck in an office or stuck at a desk. I still do a lot of desk work, but it's different. Yeah, so we've almost hit 30 days, and so I wanted to at least put this video out there and just check in and say hi. Hi. I appreciate anybody who supports me and follows me and watches anything I put up, because I know I've been putting up less videos, and I will put up more, I promise. It's just this last 30 days has been transitional, so I've had to put like all of my focus on one thing to really kind of kick it off. In life, sometimes you need to set patterns a certain way, and then once you've set them, it's easy to kind of let them go. That's how I am. I had to set my patterns for the last several weeks so that I could then count on them for the future. So I just had to like reduce everything else down to like almost nothing. Just for a few weeks, so I can really see like time management stuff, basically doing time studies on what, how much time does it take me to do this, how much time does it take me to do that, so I can kind of figure out what's the best use of my time. Running your own business is tricky because you really do need to be managing your time effectively. That does not always mean doing the most profitable thing every moment. Sometimes you have to manage yourself, right? Emotional, mental well-being. So while it might not be profitable, like to go and do this or go and do that, there's a balance. That's something that when I was younger, I wasn't aware of that. I just thought that the decisions you made were always supposed to be, what is the most profitable decision in this moment? And then just always do that, right? But it doesn't work that way. There are moments where it's not about profit, it's about sustainability, it's about longevity, it's about mental, emotional health. And sometimes it's just about networking with the right people. You take a loss now to take a win later, you know? Honestly, I'm learning that with crypto, that to learn lessons, sometimes you have to play. When you play, sometimes you're gonna lose. But it's in the losses that you learn the lessons that make you the most profit later on. Yeah, fun stuff. Okay, well, hey, I appreciate anybody who's watched this. I know that it's been a while since I've done one of these, and I'll try to do more in the future of this conversation. And thank you for being here. Again, I appreciate you. Feedback is welcome. Please communicate with me. I love it. And I'll talk to y'all in the future. Farewell.